And now for the Rudebuoyz rant.
So yeah, like I said, it's the Rudebuoyz on the see the thing, boy. Yes, But anyway, welcome. You know, it's another Saturday night. You know what I mean? And we're on the radio, but this is going on the podcast. So you know,
obviously not right at the moment.
Not right at the moment. Yeah. It's probably going to be not this Monday, but next Monday. It's going to be on there and thing. You know.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about stupid things that are happening in this world right now. And I look up a bunch of stuff to see what kind of stupid stuff is happening. And most of it,
many?
Well, I didn't find too many. I just found a whole lot of religious stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is Muslim because now it's a month of Ramadan. So, you know, all the clerics or whatever they call themselves, they go in nuts. Don't do this, don't do that. You know, like, I tell you, man. It's politricks. It's not religion. It's not spirituality. So let's start off with this one. This one is kind of a sad.
Okay.
Iran summons a female singer for performing solo in public. She sang in public. She gonna go to jail. You can't sing. That's westernization.
Sorry about that.
You know what I mean? That is just crazy to tell somebody they can't sing in public.
Yeah.
What does one thing have to do?
I don't know what I have to say about that.
What does one thing have to do with the other? I wonder if she's saying like something from their religious thing.
Well, I mean, there was that one female group in Russia that seemed like they got arrested constantly because they were always singing stuff against the government.
Yeah, and that wasn't even religious. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, they were basically just.
Gosh, what are they names?
I mean,
we can't say the name on the radio here. They go one of them feminists out there.
I just remember that, you know, I mean the music was a little bit more angry, but it was almost a lot of like the type of stuff that was getting made in the 60s. You know, where it's like, you know, how can you be doing this and doing that? This is just so wrong. And then the Russians went, you're in jail.
Yeah, and they keep arresting them every time the chance they get.
Yeah.
Now here's another one. A 14-year-old girl was verbally and physically assaulted by a driver for eating during Ramadan.
Well, I mean, they're supposed to be fasting all day, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it or is it fasting all night? I can't remember which one. It's either fasting all night and then they feast during the day, or fasting during the day and then feast during the night. I can't remember. But
that's not spiritual. That's kind of oppressive there. You know what I mean? You're going to do what we say, or we're going to physically and verbally assault you.
Well, you would hope that if a boy was doing the same thing, that he would have done the same thing, because it's still against whatever. It's still against
we
what
hope.
It's supposed to be. That's what I'm saying.
We hope. But
yes.
But in all seriousness, probably not to the extent that she's gonna get it, because you know she's woman. You know, because there was a bunch of them who got together and had a big meeting saying that women need to learn that they're here for men's pleasure and they should just deal with it.
Didn't we just have a show about that? The whole massage.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, but you know what? I know people like in other religions are gonna go, the guys here would love it.
Oh yeah.
If it's like that, so don't act like you ain't gonna go. Yeah. Listen to your music. You know what I mean? You know your hand signals when you're singing music. You know what I mean? You all know what I'm talking about. Wow, we got a couple people showing up there. Actually, we're going live on Facebook tonight too. You know what I mean and thing. Now, here's a.
Oh Ben, come on, man.
Here's a.
He just said must have gotten that 5K shirt at a yard sale. I just ran this today, buddy. All right, Cooper Strong 5K. I just ran this today. 19th place. So shut your mouth.
Okay, here's one.
This was not a yard sale.
Is it he's the only one up there?
So far, the only comment anyway. But.
Okay. I see two different looking pictures. But anyway, check this out. This one is... You're going to have fun with this one.
Oh, boy.
The owner of the Noah's Ark whatever museum, whatever thing they have in Kentucky, they are suing.
There's a Noah's Ark museum in Kentucky.
Well, so they build a replica of the Noah's Ark up there, and people could
I was
go
gonna
there.
say, I remember the flood was not over here.
But hold on, here.
Sorry, folks. I keep making my mic creak there.
Here's the thing. Here's what's funny. They are suing the insurance company for rain damage. Apparently it rained and it flooded and damaged the ark.
They didn't build it to Noah's specs then, I guess, huh? Because Noah's lasted for 40 days and 40 nights,
you know what
right?
I'm saying,
that one can't make it through one rainstorm.
It can't make it through, yeah. You know what I mean? Oh,
and we keep trying to say that we are so much better than people from way back then.
Yeah, we're so much smarter.
You know? I can't figure out how the pyramids were built, so there's no way they did it. Aliens did it,
you know? Those brown people didn't build it. Obviously, brown people didn't build this ark neither.
Sued because of rain damage.
That's the problem. Brown people didn't build this ark. That's why it flooded. The pyramids are still here.
Oh my gosh.
How crazy is that? You know what I mean?
Man.
Shouldn't like God be the insurance? You know what I'm saying and thing? Why do they need insurance? Pray. Because it's
pray over a coin. Don't you have one about that?
Yeah, it's a money venture thing. That's all it is. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Again though, how many times will you have insurance for something, and then when something happens that you should be able to get that money for it, you know, to take care of whatever it is, and then insurance wants to go, well, we're not going to give it to you because of this, or this, and you know. So yeah, I mean it's all man.
They don't have to worry. All they have to do is to get on television and you know, start a spiritual GoFundMe, which a lot of them do on the televangelist thing. And I know it sounds like I'm criticizing them. I'm not criticizing the spirituality. I'm not criticizing the religion because those people out there making money, man. Come on. Come on, man. This is a money thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a money thing, you know? Okay, so here's another one. I hope I'm pronouncing this right, so please don't
bear with us.
Don't try to do a jihad on me. But
oh my!
I think it's a Salafist preacher, Hussein Katani, urges Muslim men to avoid wearing tight garments while they having prayer, adding that it made their hair appear hideous. That's what you paying attention to?
I see too many butt cracks when I walk through prayer.
You know what I mean? Or maybe he's just getting tempted. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's everybody else's fault. Then, right?
You know what I mean? I have these thoughts that I shouldn't have. It's those cracks' faults. You know? You know, man, sit on those things so I don't think, you know, off key or whatever he's thinking. You know what I mean? But
oh gosh, Braxton's got a nice little joke there. He said the ARC suing their insurance company, their argument is a sinking ship.
Well, they should be okay. Shouldn't they have a couple of orcas on there?
No, I don't think he had any. No, he didn't have. No, it didn't have any marine mammals on there. They could just swim around in all that water. Why would you want to take a marine animal and put it on a boat?
But you have to save it because you know the flood is just going to wash the blam blam blam. I mean, look at how many.
Oh, come on! Hey, if you were a whale, don't you think it would be great that, hey, I can swim wherever the heck I want now?
Yeah, but still, you know, the man, well, you don't have man-made stuff back there to kill them because you see the amount of whales that are washing up on shore now, and when they cut them open, there's plastic in there.
But we didn't have plastic back in Noah's days.
We don't know that.
Oh.
We still don't know how they build the pyramids, so we don't know if they had plastic back then.
That's not plastic, that's stone.
I know, but still, we don't know. I'm being facetious. Let's see here. Okay, here's another kicker.
He just tosses the paper.
So, I'm watching something on YouTube, and these televangelists.
See, that part right there already makes it sound like this is going to be stupid.
They have this deal. It's a coin, gold-plated coin, and I don't know whose face is on it. I'm assuming Trump's face is on it. And that don't really have anything to do with Trump. I don't really care about that part of it. The part of it that
Falwell or something like that.
The part of it that really cracks me up is like they're selling the coin for $45. So I don't know if they're gonna pray on it, but it's supposed to be an antecedent. When you buy the coin and it's a coin that they pray on, that is gonna the prayers is gonna help Trump be a better president. People gonna buy that stuff for real.
Yes, they are.
How about you? If you want Trump to do well and you want him to, you want to pray
for it. Yeah.
You don't have to pay to pray.
Yeah. Prayer's supposed to be free. You shouldn't have to pray over a coin either. Because okay. A lot of the things that I've heard as to why a lot of other Christians don't think that Catholics are Christians is because of praying to saints or praying to the cross, praying over things, basically, objects.
Yeah.
And here this fool's going, oh, you need this coin. Pray to this coin.
You know what I mean? I've seen some
That's
of them.
That's supposed to be against the whole thing.
Yeah. Are those that have these?
Mofro, help me out here if you're watching this.
They have these ribbons that they dunk in a well or something, and they talk about it's anointed, and they're sending it to you, and all of that stuff, and you pay a certain amount of money.
I was watching one day when I was working in the rec center. One of the TVs that we had on ended up one of those paid religious things that came on. And this guy, I really wish I could remember what verse it was, but he was trying to use a Bible verse to basically make his point that you needed to donate $888 to him, and that will help you get to heaven.
Because 888 have some kind of biblical...
I think so, but that's like I
they
said,
do that a lot.
I wish I could remember which one it was, but He's saying, give me $888 and you will go to heaven.
Was he using Arabic numerals?
Not that I know of.
But there's a reason why I say that, because there's a big controversy that people are angry that they're going to teach Arabic numerals in schools. That's why I brought that up.
Not that I know of, no. But, it just... And people were donating.
Oh, yeah.
They were sending him $888. They were just...
Dude, I remember my mom sending money to some of them people. You know what I mean? And 10 years later, we were still broke. But they were rich.
Oh, of course.
This
guy was probably swimming it. He's probably sitting there afterwards going, wow, these people are dumb.
What was that guy's name? Ted Garner Turner or something?
Ted Turner, the
one
who owns
no. Garner somebody.
Okay.
And then there was R.W. Shambach. And then, yep. See, I know them all.
Big one I remember was Robert Tilton. And one of the main reasons why I know him is because he used to make these weird facial reactions. And somebody actually took the time to take a whole lot of those video clips of him doing that, and they put fart noises with it.
Yeah.
Which was hysterical. But... he had gone to jail, if I remember right, for fraud. And as soon as he got out...
that was Baker.
No. Robert Tilton went to jail, too.
Oh, he
And
did?
as soon as he got out, they put him right back on TV preaching again.
Yeah.
And preaching about send me money.
But I saw him do a slip up and says, the devil has given me Satan has given me a warning. He went up a slip of the tongue. He did. Look it up on YouTube. It was funny, man. he said Satan gave him the word.
Satan gave him the word.
So that they could send more money or something.
I
don't think he's as popular as he used to be.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Man, I used to watch all of them a lot, and so many of them have had to apologize. Like one of them was apologizing because he cheated on his wife.
Well, you had Joel Osteen during the flooding in Houston, he basically had to get shamed into opening his gigantic church to people who were getting flooded out of their homes because he had everything locked up, and then tried to say, oh, well, we were trying to get prepared. Like, you've had a week to get prepared, buddy. They knew this storm. They didn't suddenly just the night before go, oh, my God, Houston's going to get slammed.
And all the prophetic things, didn't God tell him it was coming?
But you know what, though?
I tell you what,
even after he got shamed and people ripped him for this, he opened back up. He's preaching again. People are sending him more money. They're still filling his gigantic arena that I think holds more seats than an NBA arena.
Yeah. Dude, this stuff is like mild compared to some of the stuff that's going on in Africa. In Africa, there's a preacher preaching, and you have people running outside going to eat grass. God said to eat grass, and all these people run outside and like sheep.
My dog used to do that every once in a while, but that's because she had an upset stomach.
I don't know, man. They were chowing down on some grass. So these people in the Sunday best on their hands and knees eating grass.
Part cows.
They just busted another one because he was resurrecting people.
It's supposed to be I'm your shepherd and you're my flock, right?
Yeah.
You're my sheep, so go eat grass because sheep eat grass.
And they want to complain about Rasta smoking grass.
No, you can't smoke it. You got to eat it. You can't smoke it. You got to eat it. That's the way to do it.
Well, if I ever go to Africa and I go to church, I'll be bringing in some munchies for them. I'll be bringing in some edibles. Hey, you want some grass to eat? Chow down, my people.
My mom said Garner Ted Armstrong.
Garner Ted. You see, I knew I was right. Yeah.
Well, when you first said Ted Turner, I was like, Ted Turner.
Garner Ted Armstrong. Yeah. I know it was some kind of Garner somebody. My mom said, I remember I used to wake up every Sunday morning to him preaching on the radio. You know what I mean? And Shambach. And
it would be one thing if these people who are having these giant arenas getting filled and getting all this money, if they were actually using that money for good things, instead of building themselves a giant mansion and having their own private jets, and all these things. It's like, look, I understand, okay, you probably do need to be able to provide for yourself.
Yeah.
But when you're keeping millions of it, when you can tell that you are keeping millions of it,
but you see, the way the world is now, they know, like, okay, when Jesus was walking the earth, he relied on people to feed him and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they can't do that now. People gonna be like, you're mooching.
They're mooching now. They're mooching millions.
I know, but you see, it's not direct.
I know it kind of is.
I know it is,
I'm
but
gonna get up here and tell you the good word, and you're just gonna hand me money.
Yeah,
you're gonna hand me a buttload of money, and I'm gonna go home and go.
But think about it. People are blindly
swimming in it like an old DuckTales.
People
episode.
are blindly sending money. When they come up and they said, "I'm hungry," and I'm like, "Dude, you know what I mean? Go get a job."
That is true. So okay, you can't directly walk up to somebody. You got to be preaching about.
Yeah, you got to trick them into it, and that's exactly what's going on. I mean, come on, a $45 coin.
I'm surprised it's only 45.
Well, you see,
and not 100.
They're doing some marketing. If it's $45 and they get a lot sold, then they're gonna raise the price. I mean, it's capitalism, right? Spiritual capitalism.
We try to make money off of anything, man. I'm telling you.
Dude, if somebody spit, how can I make some money off of that?
You build spittoons.
They already did.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You know what I mean?
Here, have this big brass bowl that somebody could spit into instead of doing it on the ground.
Bing, bing. You know what I mean? And yeah. Now, one last one I have here. All right. Check this though. This is funny. This is when you don't starve yourself. A Ramadan brawl. As a Saudi mob fight for iftar meal outside of a mosque. Iftar is a fast-breaking meal at the end of the day.
Yeah, okay, so it is at the end of the day.
See,
okay. They were fighting over it?
They were fighting. Man, I'm hungry.
You haven't been eating all day. I guess,
that gives a whole new meaning to a hungry man is an angry man.
Hangry. They're hangry.
You know what I mean? There was video of it, man. They were beating each other bad. Trying to get at that iftar.
What did you call it?
IFTAR.
Iftar.
Yeah,
Something like
iftar. I guess it's gonna be iftar. Yeah, yeah. No, that. Yeah, it's iftar because it's not Iran. It's Iran.
Wow,
But
man.
I swear, man. Of course they're gonna fight for food. You know what I mean? They're hungry. They were starving themselves all day. I know when I don't eat all day and I go home, I'm about to tear it up, the paper and everything in there. You know what I mean? I go in there to get my salad and the plastic is ripping and stuff is flying everywhere, and I'm like a cat trying to catch a fly as the leaves flap falling. What's this to be, in a place where everybody's belly is rumbling, and you know how they say once you start yawning, everybody yawns. So you don't want one belly rumble. This guy's like, man, no, he's making me think of some kind of food to eat. I need some roti or something.
Can you imagine that surround sound of a brrrr?
I know, you know what I
It
mean?
just echoes its way across.
Drowning out all the songs of people praying. Religion is a strange thing, dude.
Well, once the wrong people get a hold of it, yes. Yep.
I've read
and that's the problem. Too many wrong people because they see what they can do to take advantage of others with it.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. Unfortunately, you don't get too many people wanting to take control to do good with it.
Yeah.
I see a whole bunch of suckers basically here, and I can take advantage of that.
Yeah. I could never understand like the Jim Jones thing where everybody drink Kool-Aid. I'd be like, dude, I ain't thirsty.
I'll go pour my own glass.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't understand that.
That's like me whenever I was around a party or anything like that, and people knew I didn't drink. Hey, do you want me to get you some? I'll go get it myself.
But
I was gonna grab you a Coke. I'll go get it myself.
I'm assuming a lot of religions and not just Christianity or Islam have done that over the centuries. Like a whole group of people killing themselves, because some sky god is doing something, some god of the sun or something.
And that's again, I have figured out a way to manipulate people who are looking to belong to something.
Yeah, like Steel Pulse said in the song, mass manipulation.
Yeah, I mean, when I watched all that stuff on Scientology, I mean, that's what that's what a lot of that one is. I mean, that one is literally, it seems like, just a money making venture. That's it.
But, how come some people get so taken in by it? I mean, I was raised going to church every Sunday. You know what I mean? And after a while, it's like.
Some people, it seems like you just kind of get stuck on, you just get stuck with, okay, from a sports angle, you hear a lot of people talk about when they retire, when they're done or whatever, they say they miss playing because they miss being a part of something bigger. They miss being around their teammates and stuff like that. And I think that's what it is for some people. They feel like they needed to be a part of something bigger than themselves, but unfortunately they got sucked into something that
destructive.
Basically is just going to take your soul.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And potentially all of your money in the process.
A lot of people are calling it colonization now. Well, a lot of people I pay attention to.
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the old countries, what did they do? They went around all these different places, like you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, and you're mine now.
And now you're gonna believe what I want to, and you're gonna believe what I want to, and you're gonna believe what I want to.
That's what these people are doing now.
Yeah.
You're mine, you're mine, you're mine.
And they demonize every other religion around, so that their religion would be the prevalent one upon the scene and thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like in the Caribbean. Catholicism is big there, but somehow the slaves have gotten ways to slip in a little bit of their own religion in there. So the religion from Africa and then the Catholic religion, they just mirror the deities from one to the other. You know what I mean? Because I know I go to some old people's house and I thought, man, there's some staunch Catholicism. Come to find out there's a little bit of voodoo they put in that vibe. You know what I mean? Lighting up the candle and and doing all of that stuff. That's a little bit of voodoo. They just slip right into the Catholic
Roman
thinking.
mythology was kind of taken almost right off of Greek mythology.
Yeah.
All they did was just change the names. I mean, it was pretty much kind of the
And
same
Greek mythology
characters.
took it out of African mythology.
It all comes from somewhere.
I know, man. And that cracks me up because we all think we have an original idea. We've been on this earth for so long. It's going to be hard to have an original idea. The original idea that's going to be is okay. Check this out. This is funny. I was about to say the only original idea that could be that we're going to blast off to the moon. But since they don't want to give brown people the credit for the pyramids, it's already been done. Wait a minute. That means brown people came from outer space and built a...
I think they were green. They were green people. I don't know. They might have been yellow. They might have been gray.
Nah. Don't say yellow, man, because we're going to have some people claiming it. They already taken over, so we don't need them to get a bigger head.
Gold. They were gold. Gold.
Oh man, yes, there's just a lot of dumb stuff going on in this world, man. You know, and it so happened that most of what I read the last couple of days has been religious stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I keep seeing things. I feel like if you wanted to, you could probably just sit next to a road for a day, and you could write a book about the amount of stupid stuff that you see people doing who are driving.
You know,
I saw another one today on my way over here. Somebody went the wrong way down 3rd Avenue again, and I feel like that keeps happening. That does not belong to my laptop. There's no more there.
Yeah, I'm just making sure because we did that. I know.
Using a mouse over here that goes to this computer.
I'm an old dude. You know what I mean? I'm like, why isn't this thing working? Why isn't this thingamajig working? But yeah.
I mean,
no, on the
well, and plus too, okay, the amount of stupidity that you even see from people on the road in work vehicles that has your business name and phone numbers plastered all over it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't understand that. I mean, I got cut off the other morning when I was trying to come back from the park by somebody in a work van. I mean, it's like they waited to turn right on a red, or at least turn right onto the street I was on. Once I had a green light, they cut over into my lane and then pulled out doing about 10 under the speed limit. And I hit my horn. I didn't do anything. Like,
dude, you don't want to be doing that anymore. Everybody's got a gun now. And they ain't hesitating to use that bad boy at all.
Well, they looked embarrassed, actually, when I passed them, because I looked over at them when I went by, and they were kind of like, you know.
I'll call that number on that van there.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of times that I've almost seen delivery trucks, vans, you know, things like that have almost gotten in an accident because they're trying to stare at a girl that just walked by. Because obviously, okay, we're right by a college campus, so young girls are outside walking all the time.
I don't ever stare at them.
I have seen so many guys that are basically just leaning out the window while they're trying to drive to look back at this girl who's walking the other direction. And I'm hearing tires squeal, brakes squeal, all that sort of stuff, because then suddenly they realize, oh, people are stopping in front of me.
And then the girl is squealing because they scared them.
Oh, no, she's walking because she's got her earbuds in. She has no clue what's been happening.
No, politically speaking, there's been some really... Okay, apparently, somebody had oh, man, what's the word I'm looking for? I'll say messed with a video that Nancy Pelosi...
Oh, edited.
Yeah, you know what I mean? To make it sound like she's drunk. Wow. They actually feeding us like... Mm-hmm. I mean, stuff that's not even true.
Well,
I don't even want to use fake. I just want to say stuff that's not even true.
You know what's even more dangerous with that is the more that stuff like that happens, that even when it gets found out that, okay, you doctored
people
that,
won't believe it anyway.
No, not believe it. They're going to, whatever else they see, they're not going to believe. So even when you put out something that's true, you messed with that. You edited that. You doctored it. It's wrong. Yeah. It's false. Yeah. So the whole fake news thing is really, really dangerous because when things okay, most of the stuff that gets reported is true, but all you have to do is scream fake news with one thing and get a bunch of people believing it.
Yeah.
And so with something like that, okay, yes, you will have people that will believe it, but then when they find out it got edited, doctored, whatever you want to call it, then same thing. Put out another video. That's not true.
Yeah.
I know you messed with that.
Yeah.
You know, because all the stuff that you can do with special effects now.
Oh yeah.
Is incredible.
You could put somebody's head on somebody else's body, and
if we knew anything about it, we could probably have somebody sitting right back here on a wall. You know, or even get rid of this wall and have an audience behind us.
Yeah.
You know, if we knew how to do that stuff.
We could have a fake tongue hall. The Rudebuoyz town hall.
That's right.
We were planning to run for president.
The Gray House.
Yeah. Maybe that's what they need in 2020, a Rudebuoyz ticket.
I don't know. If people are fed up enough with Trump, they might vote us in.
Another thing that's been happening a lot lately is shaming kids who don't have money to pay for lunch at school.
Really?
Dude, it's bad. They've been doing a lot of that is going on. Like they'd have the kids do walks of shame. I mean, like mean stuff.
Walks of shame.
The same people who are complaining about being bullied is the same people bullying the kids. One woman got fired because she said she gave the kid the food.
She got fired because she gave kid food.
Mm-hmm. He didn't pay. Man.
What was that song you played earlier? Brother's Keeper?
Brother's Keeper. Nobody's anybody's keeper anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm your keeper as long as you got money.
Yep. I'll keep you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I'm like, wow. And one woman, what was it that happened? Her kid was late for school because her car broke down.
Okay.
And when she got to the school, they had her kid like cordoned off from the other kids, and they put a big partition in front of him, and he's just by himself, and the other kids over there. Of course, they're making fun of him. It's like, wow. How about detention after school or something? Or actually find out what's going on, huh?
Good grief.
Yeah. They are shaming kids, man.
Ah, boy.
It's going crazy in this place and thing.
Somebody who knows you. Herman Horsford?
Oh,
Mr. Charles.
Hey, wagwan Grenadian boy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I mean, good Lord Almighty, that's a blast from the past. What's up, Herman? Actually, he was in the same class as my brother.
Okay.
So yeah, he's really my brother's friend, but we buddies still, right, Holmes?
Well, he's saying hello.
Wagwan Herman and Ting, boy. Wow, Grenadian boy listening. I think he's in Boston or something though.
Okay.
Somewhere up there, I don't know. But yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I mean, we have so many different ways now to try and shame and embarrass people, and you know, everybody wants to keep talking about, okay, one of the things that's wrong with kids nowadays is, we don't keep score on anything anymore, and everybody gets a trophy, you know, and all this sort of stuff. I'm like, okay, but is that really a solution? Let's shame kids who can't pay for their own lunch, or let's shame a kid because they were late to school.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the solution to that.
No.
You know, okay, we got to stop giving trophies and participation ribbons and whatever. Like, look, if you lost, you lost. You know, whatever it is. But
have you noticed though that a lot of things that they used to teach kids in school for survival is not taught anymore? Like for instance, okay, so you're having kids are having trouble buying food and stuff like that, right? You want them to eat healthy, get a portion of the school and grow some food. So you teach the kids a skill so that they could take care of themselves. You know what I mean? You teach them how to grow some food and stuff. Teach them how to pick it. Teach them how to cook it. You know what I mean? You prepare them for everything, you know, for that along with life.
Yeah. Well, that would make too much sense.
But you see, no, because if the kids grow the food themselves, the big companies who are selling the crap to the schools ain't going to start making, they're not going to keep making money. Because the school is going to be self-sufficient. See, it all boils back down to that money-making thing. You know what I mean? So they're not going to teach. They're not going to have a little plot of land and have the kids plant the tomatoes and the this and the that, or have some chickens back there or something. You know those kids would love to do that. You know those kids will go back there and take care of that stuff, especially young ones. You know what I mean? Maybe teenagers, maybe not.
You're running around chasing after chickens.
You know what I'm saying? Those kids would love that. But, you know, if they grow their own food, then these companies who are selling stuff to the school system not going to make any money.
Yeah.
So the kid's going to suffer. Pay up, or we'll shame you.
Or we'll fire you if you give them the...
Or you're going to go hungry.
Yep.
That's just wow. You know what I mean?
See, I don't remember anything like that from when I was in school, man. I don't remember anybody getting made fun of if they couldn't buy lunch. I definitely don't remember anybody getting made fun of for being late or being held off to the side because they were late. You know,
we got whipped for being late. A woman could tell you, he went to St. George's RC Boys School. You get in there late, boy.
No, we definitely didn't have that. I mean, now if you obviously didn't have a good excuse, yeah, you could potentially get detention for it, or, you know, depending on how many you've done, you can get in-school suspension or something. But
I remember I went. I didn't get spanked in school a lot. That was a goody two-shoes. He could attest to that. That was a goody two-shoes. I went in school late.
Please comment on that.
I went to school late one day, and I remember Miss Martin. And she asked me why I'm late. I said, "Oh, I just didn't check the time." "Oh, put your hand on." Clack, 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 clack. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, I give you an excuse. I didn't lie. I could have lied and say something. I told you the truth. You know, I got beat for.
You got whipped for telling the truth. How about that?
So then, you know what? Next time I was late, you know, I stumped my toe there. You know what I mean?
Had to hobble around for a minute because it hurt so badly.
But on the island, when I was there on the island, I don't know how it is now. We had to get up like 5 a.m. in the morning to cook our food. And we had this flask, well, not a flask, it's a container thing. It's got like different compartments, and you put your chicken in the bottom, and you put your provisions here, and you put your salad there, and you put this there, and you take that to school. And
that's a giant lunchbox.
Yeah, well, you know, I was a growing boy. I mean, but you see, it wasn't like meat and potatoes and stuff. So, you know what I mean? You're going to eat all that. Oh, man. Yeah, but we had to get up early and cook our food because the most you get at the cafeteria there is cricks and milk.
Cricks?
Yeah, that's all sweet biscuits or crackers that we all call crackers here.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Cricks was a brand.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They still make it too. I see it out there. They still make it the same way. It's around with little holes in the middle of it and thing.
No, here you can pretty much get pizza every day if you want
it. Ugh. But you know, you had to get up and cook your own food. There wasn't any cafeteria and stuff. There was a cafeteria. They used to teach home ec in some of the schools. Do they even teach home ec in schools now?
I don't know about still, but I mean, we had it at my school. I remember that. I mean, I remember even when we got to middle school in 6th grade, we were, one of the things with 6th grade was you went around and you spent time in all the different electives.
Yeah.
So then that way, then when you went to 7th grade, you could choose other ones that you wanted to do. So, I mean, we went through shop class, we went through home ec, we went through music class, we went through art class. I mean, we did them all.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, then the next year you could go, okay, you know what, I want to go with that, or I want to take that, and I want to take that. You know, so I mean, yeah, I mean, I know we still had it at least when I was there. Whether or not they still do, I have no idea.
I wonder what it would be like to go to high school in America for me. Well, being tall, we know what that would be.
Everybody be saying, be on my basketball team.
Put some emphasis on some strange things. Anyway, that's kind of sad that we have kids not having food, dude. Mm-hmm. That's just weird. This is supposed to be like,
well, and not just not having food, but getting made fun of for it, or like you said, somebody getting fired because they gave it to them.
Yeah, you know. Speaking about that and people not having money, I was watching something on Fox today.
Fox News or Fox?
Fox News.
Oh, okay. Because there is an actual station, Fox.
Yeah. So. This guy, one of the commentators, a British guy, was saying, "Why is everybody complaining? The average salary in America is $600,000 a year." He said that. And I'm sitting there going, what?
Dude, I want my average.
You know what I mean?
Love me some average.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Give me some. He said that, it's like, I don't know.
Where did he get that number?
Well, he probably just polled the people he worked with because they're the ones making 6 figures a year.
Holy monkey.
Yeah, he said that. And there's a brother there going, I'm telling you. I was like, bruh. You just got, your ghetto pass is gone.
Hell no.
Now forget your ghetto pass. Your black pass is gone. You up there talking like that to people are struggling out here. He's like, I'm really.
Average salary, $600,000 a year.
Yeah. In America. That's what he says. And you know what? You know what's funny about it? The people who are listening to him are going, yeah, you're right. And they make 20, 10, 15 a year. But they're like, oh man, yeah, because we're better than them.
Foreigners.
Hellhole countries. I can't use the term that they use for it, you know what I mean? But people actually believe that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yesterday I was talking to a buddy.
That's another reason why screaming fake news is so dangerous.
Yeah. yesterday not yesterday, the other day when we recorded that podcast.
Thursday.
And I left here, I sat over there and talked to a Cameroon dude.
All right.
For a long time. And he explained it to me like how it works there, and this is what he's telling me. He said that the French government gets taxes from the Cameroon. So the Cameroonians pay taxes and the French government takes it. That's like the Roman Empire.
Yeah. Well, that's still colonial. I mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
And people get angry.
Yeah, we pay taxes, and how many other countries are getting it right now? Isn't China getting some of our tax
I think Israel is getting most of it.
Yeah. We know somebody's getting it because sure as heck not getting returned to us somehow, whether it's teacher salaries or police salaries or firemen salaries or infrastructure or whatever. We know a lot of it's going somewhere else.
Didn't the old dude said that he's not going to work with the Democrats until...
until you stop investigating me. I'm sorry. Look. I don't care which political party you are. When you are going to sit there and cry like that, all it reminds me of is Eric Cartman. Screw you guys, I'm going home. It's the whole thing of, I'm going to take my ball and go home type of thing. It's like, as long as you keep doing this to me, well, I'm not going to work with you. Like, God, like I said, I don't care what political party you are. Stop crying. You're supposed to be serving us, not yourself, not your little buddies. I'm so sick of this.
See?
And I can almost guarantee that, okay, let's say in the next election a Democrat gets voted in as president. The Republicans are going to turn around and do it to them.
Yeah.
They're going to try and figure out, okay, what can we investigate them on? What can we make sure that we can ruin their lives about because they just did it to our person?
And nothing is going to get done.
No. And then after the Democrat, then we're going to have another Republican president. Then the Democrats are going to do it to him, her, whoever. And it's just...
And they're sneaky too.
So
a politrickster is a politrickster. Back home right now on the island. They're worse than a
snake, man.
Back home on the island right now.
I think calling them right now a snake is an insult to a snake.
Yeah. Back home on the island, the politricksters decide they want to explore for oil.
Okay.
So some company, and I think the company is out of the island next to mine, decide they want to come explore, but they have secret clauses in there. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Telling the people, you don't need to know this. Oh, we need to know everything, homeboy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because those secret clauses mean that you're going to be scraping money out from us. Mm-hmm. You're doing something. Why is it secret? It's Grenadians' land.
Well, okay, here's another piece of, to go along with that. I remember when Jamie Dempsey and I went and covered this one thing in Charleston when they were talking about how much they were going to hike up in-state and out-of-state tuitions here in West Virginia. And so we get there to Charleston, and they've got their, important people up front. And all of the university presidents are sitting in the crowd, and obviously some other people who are in education. And I think it was Dr. Angel, who was the president of Marshall at the time, who said, look, we really need to table this for a while until all of the university presidents can read over this entire this entire proposal instead of just, well, here are the numbers and this is what's going to happen, and that's it. Because apparently it was a lot more than just, oh, we're going to just multiply it and increase it by these numbers. And the guy up front goes, you know what? That's a great idea. And if I was in your shoes, I would want the same thing. But the fact is, this proposal is just so complicated that you wouldn't understand it. He just told a whole room of people who all have PhDs, you're too stupid to understand this. You know what that means? We got too many secret things in here that we don't want you all to know about.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
If you all find out what we really have in here, you're going to go, I know this is going to get my university more money, but that's wrong. That's awful.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. He was that up front. Jamie and I just looked at each other and was like, whoa. I mean, he literally just said, he's like, the fact is, this is too complicated and you wouldn't understand it.
That's the but see, here's the thing, okay? There's a lot of politicians who are telling people, don't go to colleges.
Yeah.
Because it's going to turn them into weeping liptards or whatever they could. And I'm using their term.
Yes, yeah.
And there's a guy that always talks to me about this stuff, you know what I mean? And I mainly listen. And then when he said this to me, I was like, dude, let's stop and think about this for a moment here. He's telling you not to go to college because it's going to turn you into what he doesn't want.
Yeah.
But he went to one of them same colleges and he came out exactly how he wanted to.
Yeah.
He's just telling you you're too stupid to have a mind of your own, number one.
Or please don't go and get educated.
Exactly.
Find out how much I'm wronging you.
You know what I mean? I don't want no competition. I don't want my children to have you competing with my children.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And I have no problem with trade schools, but everybody's pushing the trade schools. Worker bees, people. You know what I mean? If you go to trade school and you're a welder, good deal. We need welders. But when they're like pushing it on you, what they're telling you is you're not good enough to be where I am.
Well, not just the not good enough, it's we don't want you there. Because like you said, we don't want the competition. We don't want you to become educated to find out what we're doing wrong.
Yeah. Or what we're doing. Not so much what we're doing, what we're doing to screw you over.
Well, that's what we're doing wrong. Yeah, that's
not in their eyes, and I'm getting rich.
Yeah, I know. It's still wrong, but
yeah. But yeah. And he went, huh? I said, exactly, dude. Think about it. You know what I mean?
But see, again, that's where you have too many people. Okay, we were talking earlier about how do people get sucked into these religious cults and things. It's kind of the same thing with political parties. When you've got the far left and you've got the far right, well, I consider myself a liberal, so everything they say I'm going to take as gospel.
Yeah.
Or I consider myself conservative, so everything they say I'm going to take as gospel. It must be true.
Yeah.
They get sucked into it, and they believe every word that comes out of their mouths.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for those of you who think, oh, yes, Republicans do that. No, you Democrats do too.
Oh, big time.
Oh, my God.
You know how many Democrats try to tell me what I should do to be black?
How many of them are white that have tried to tell you
All
that?
of them.
Of course. Well, I know what it's like to be black. I have black friends. I know what it's like to be black.
And I get a really good tan.
Oh, my God. We got to stop following blindly, people, please.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that goes for brothers, too, no? Brothers, you ain't exempt from this stuff. You're going to stop following people blindly, you know? Just because somebody's a prominent black person doesn't mean you got to follow them to the ends of the earth.
Yeah,
you got to question them people, too.
I even got told once when there was a certain...
Brothers and sisters, sorry.
There was a certain rap artist out of Virginia, and somebody asked me one time, I was like, man, don't you like his stuff? And I said, no, I don't think he's that good. Come on, man, you got to support the guys from Virginia. I was like, why? If I don't like him, why am I going to support him?
Yeah.
If I don't think his stuff's good, why am I going to support it?
Yeah.
Just because he's from Virginia? No. You know.
You know, have you noticed, too, switching up a bit, have you noticed, too, there's a rise, just like there's a... And this is the thing
I
about...
love when he just cracks up like this before he even gets to it.
This is liberals, and they're doing the same thing, liberals and conservatives. They complain about the bashing on certain groups, and then these liberal women are bashing all men because some men are going against abortions. Do you know how many man bashing stuff I see on my Facebook page? I don't say nothing because I like living. Because some of these women are vicious. And I believe in equal rights and all of that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen, if I don't agree with something, I will debate it. But I'm not going to go on there and go on no hateful. Sometimes I get to the edge of it and I have to pull myself back. Reel myself back in and go, dude, you know what I mean? I'm not, because you know what? When the liberals come off with me with that hating this and hating that, I stop listening to them just as I stop listening to conservatives when they come off with that hating stuff. I don't want to hear that. Yeah. You drop me some solutions and we vibing. But don't come up here with that argumentative stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I don't do political posts on my Facebook page anymore, because I'm not going to argue with you.
I did like the one that you put up, though, where it said the only thing that liberals and conservatives can agree on right now is they're going to kill you if you put out a Game of Thrones spoiler.
See, you all could agree on stuff.
Too bad it has to be a show that's basically a thinly veiled pornography with violence.
Wasn't there some incest in it, too?
Oh, a lot, apparently. I haven't watched it, but I've been filled in a little bit by some people I know who have watched it, and it's like, you realize you're not really helping me and making me want to watch this.
All you Northerners who are watching that show with all that kind of stuff in it, I don't ever want to hear talk trash about Southerners. You understand? Because you're sitting there enjoying this stuff, you know what I mean? Biting your nails, patiently waiting for it to come and try and talking about killing people if they throw out spoilers. And you know, us talking like this, they consider that we bullying them.
Yeah, I know. Grow up.
Lord. Anyway, man, we better stop talking here before we have a horde of GOT folks. They're already disappointed with the ending.
Yeah, I know. So they're gonna take it out on us.
You know what I mean? Oh, so you gonna talk trash about the show that disappointed me? Well, I ain't gonna feel too disappointed now, you big monster, you.
Oh man.
You dirty immigrants.
And my legs are a little tired. I ran this 5K earlier, the Cooper Strong 5K. It was good to, you know, Jackson, Ohio. They did a great job again, as always, putting on the show. So it was good to see everybody that came out.
And I'm too old to run from anybody. These bird legs,
Oh man, that last hill.
You figured that last hill make him realize I'm getting old.
Well, you know what? I watched the measuring there on with my phone because I had the tracker going, and it's only 0.2 of a mile from the bottom of it up to the top, but it is an elevation change of about a couple hundred feet. So I mean, and it's just, you know.
Wait a minute, Anthony. I've seen you with a tan before. What are you talking about?
Which Anthony? Was that Mofro?
Mofro.
That's Mofro.
You ever seen Mofro with a tan?
No. You kidding me? Lobster Boy.
Really?
Oh yeah. No, I've never. No, man. Okay, hang on, Tony. I'm sorry. I gotta tell this. When we drove down to Key West, and we took my car. Because, okay, here were the choices. It was me, Adam, and Mofro who went. And, okay, Adam at the time had a Saturn, which could take the three of us, but not all of our stuff to go camping for a week. Tony had a pickup, which could take all of our stuff, but not really all three of us. And I had the Galaxy, which could take all three of us and all of our stuff. So we get into Florida. I've got the top down, and he and Adam got fried. Got absolutely fried because, for one, you're driving through Florida for about 10 hours, and that's even just to get to Miami. You know, and then from Miami you got to go another 4 hours to the Keys just to get down to Key West. But I remember when we went snorkeling on this one, Adam and I got back up in the boat. Mofro was still out there swimming around, and all we saw was this bright white back and these bright red arms as he swim around. I'm sorry, dude, I got to tell you.
But wait a minute, but he's not a redhead.
Huh? No, he's not a redhead, but I mean, just because you're not a redhead doesn't mean you can't tan.
Oh, I thought it was just redheads.
My mom gets mad at me all the time because I can get a better tan than she can, and she's essentially more Italian than I am. So, but sorry, you know. Oh yeah, no. There's definitely plenty of white people that have different colored hair than redheads that just can get absolutely basically end up looking like the red stripes that are on this shirt instead of getting tanned. Oh yeah, poor Mofro. I mean, his arms were so
and yet we call the Native Americans Red Indians.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, no, I don't know if I've ever seen Mofro with a tan.
I could have swore someone with a tan when he was here.
Not that I remember.
Mofro, you try to trick a brethren, ain't you? I see how the cookie crumbles. You try to trick a brethren, trick a poor immigrant that doesn't know, that come from a place where everybody's the same purple black.
He said, I got to get bright red before I tan.
Oh, okay.
So,
but so that means that I probably had seen him with a little tan.
Maybe.
Because I remember that at Spice Tree.
Well, he definitely got bright red before it, though.
I didn't see the bright red. So, Mofro, if you ever come to the islands to visit, remember me to wear shades when you go. When you step on the beach and thing.
He looked like Zoidberg from Futurama. He really did.
Dude.
I mean,
don't complain. I'm yellow.
Oh, gosh.
You know what I mean? I'm yellow.
Yeah, but my mom said, yep, she, upset with me that, I can. Sorry. I guess that's to make up for the allergies and the bad eyes you gave me.
No, imagine. I'm from the island.
Mm-hmm.
And, growing up there, everybody around me is, black.
Yeah.
I never understand the concept of tanning.
Well.
I mean, I kind of understand it now. Yeah. Now, granted, when I came here, I had to understand that if it's winter,
people will get bright white.
Dude.
You know what's funny though? Okay, think about this. It used to be, at least for white people, the whiter you were, that meant the higher in society you were, because obviously you didn't have to do your work.
Porcelain white.
You didn't have to work outside.
Yeah.
Right? So so if you don't have to work outside, oh, you're nice and bright white. So, okay, that means you're rich. You have people to do this stuff for you.
Yeah.
And now everything's flipped to where it's like, well, now the more tan you are,
the healthier you look.
Well, not just healthier, but now that you're rich because you have time to lay outside.
Yeah.
Or you can go to tanning beds, so stuff like that. Yeah, it's
so
all things flipped.
It wasn't inside lazy, it's outside lazy.
Yes.
Dude,
instead of us laying inside and not having to work, now it's we lay outside and not having to work.
I tell you what, I figured it out when I realized that it snowed one day and I keep bumping into people.
Oh, I thought that was a snowbank. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? I was like, whoa.
That pile of snow is wearing a jacket. That's a person.
Some people looking like, they're out in the ocean. There's a great white shark swimming in the snow. And then there's the brothers. You see them a mile in the snow. What's that moving?
In your case, where's that? Is that tree walking?
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's Andy.
Yeah, no, I'm looking like a mahogany tree coming up. Anyway, let's get on to here before we get in trouble. Thanks for tuning in.
I do also want to say, though, big ups to the Marshall people that showed up for the Cooper Strong 5K run